Welcome to another episode.
You could call this a Magico episode.
El Magico! Isn't that what they call the great Spanish football derby of Barcelona versus Real Madrid, Pete?
No idea.
Come on, Pete.
No idea.
Who is Barcelona's leading all-time scorer, arguably the greatest player of all time?
Go Fish.
Exactly. Well done. So, yes, the Magico Telecaster is part of Fender's Parallel Universe range.
Number 2. Oh, but before we do all this stuff, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notifications every time we do silly videos.
That would be great if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much to those of you that already have.
Thought I would get that in there.
Some unbelievably cool content went out on this channel over Christmas. Loads of fun blindfold challenges. Me dressed up as a green gimp. And if you don't have those notification buttons,
you might miss it.
You might miss me dressed as a green gimp.
We need a full body.
There is one later in that, and it's so embarrassing when you see yourself dressed as a green gimp, where you've got bumps and bulges where you don't want them, and not where you do.
You dress up like that. I bet you've got a green suit, a blue one, a pink one.
I have. I have one for every day of the week. Absolutely.
He's weighing on the knee right now.
So. At the beginning of 2020, Fender announced a range of guitars called Parallel Universe. They're all kind of like groovy takes on previous things Fender may or may not have done. And we saw some cool guitars last year, like the Jazz Strat and the Dorado. And anyway, I think when Pete and I first saw the Magico, we probably went, that's probably the best one. Certainly the one that made us most excited in our underpants.
And the Uptown Strat. Oh, yes. I really like this and the Uptown Strat are my two favorite of the series of the year. This has been designed with Ron Thorn, Master Builder, Fender Master Builder. They've built it with him in design, and they've gone for this sort of nickel gold pearl.
Nickel gold
theme.
pearl, one of my favorite bands of all time.
Gold nickel pearl. Gold nickel pearl necklace. So they got nickel, gold, and pearl, and there's a lot of pearl on this guitar. I mean, I don't know if you've got
pearl
anything
binding.
else. Yeah, so you got this massively fat pearl binding.
Pearl binding.
Pearl bindings. He's lovely. So
it's so light, this guitar.
It's super duper light.
It's like incredibly light. Probably one of the lightest Telecasters I've ever tried, and that is this semi-hollow
Swamp
ash body.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, I don't know if the spec is flame maple. Perhaps it is, because they're all the ones that we seem to have got a bit of flaming on them. Beautiful pearl binding, both on the neck and around the body, matched beautifully with the inlays and the tuner pegs. But the coolest thing about this is we've got a nod back to the sort of the gold foil vibe from, those some classic guitars from the 50s, and definitely more recently, cool cats like Joey and Ariel playing all their parts casters, and Raikuda and people like that with the gold foil.
It's had a resurgent.
Pete and I did some investigating about what is in fact a gold foil pickup.
Investigating.
And yes, a 3-minute Wikipedia search. No, it's an interesting one, because you would think that the gold foil reference was some sort of a nod towards how the pickup was designed sonically, but it's not.
No.
It is the gold foil simply refers to the fact that to make these look pretty, they had a stamped piece of gold-coloured foil. It's not even gold. It's just foil.
It might have been back in the day.
No, well, not according to the research I read. It's just gold-coloured.
I know there was Taisco, a Japanese company that brought them out first.
Yes.
Back in the 50s, because they were affordable to make like that for some reason, and they looked in a certain way, I guess.
And that's why I think, so there were loads of different types of pickups, mainly single coil pickups, but some humbuckers as well, and they would have a gold foiled kind of aesthetic to them. You can see through the pickup covers, you see the gold foil. So they all kind of get lumped into this, it's a gold foil, which is misleading really, because it doesn't really mean anything. But I'm led to believe that the sort of, if there was a type of gold foil that has a sonic sound, it would refer to the weaker sounding single coil pickups that were in those early kind of Taisco and Diamond kind of guitars.
Yeah.
So that's the gold foil potted history, sort of.
Another really cool feature about this guitar is it's got a V to C neck. I don't know if you noticed that. So it's got a slight V up here, and it goes all the way down to a nice rounded D or C down here. So that's really cool, because this is a really nice, it lays in my hand really nicely. That slightly V here, right?
Around about the sort of 9th, 7th to 9th fret, you can feel it goes a little flatter.
Yeah, so I mean, and the compensated saddles here with a half, sort of this, it's like a half cut off Stelly bridge. I like the little inlays, or little surrounds, pearl surrounds by the pickups. It just looks really cool. Carbonita.
Do you know what threw me?
Threw me?
Do you know what threw me?
Oh, threw me.
So I'm used to switches up here going this way and switches down here going this way. It's kind of how I'm used to it. But this has got a switch down here that goes this way. So it takes a little bit of like, I guess that's relatively simple to unscrew and twist round a bit.
But no, I think that came kind of natural when you were playing it like that. I like that. It's a cool little feature.
I mean, what do you guys think? But give us some tones, Mr. Pete,
it's a super cool guitar.
These sound fantastic.
They do sound fantastic. So neck pickup here, 3-way selector, tone and volume, like completely normal. Here's the neck pickup. It's a very different tone, isn't it?
Is it almost like jazz mastery, kind of thin and twangy, but with the hollowness of a thin line and a little bit maybe I'm just
missing. I'm missing for the gold foils. I find they're really good with fuzz pedals, but they need something to push them a little bit. So like just the.
This is just
the tip of the boost of the Dane.
That's just crikey. Okay, so Pete's just engaged the boost side of the Dane. But literally, whereas when I use it, I have the boost at 12 o'clock. Pete's got the boost at like almost all the way off.
I'm like only
like a millimetre
and then you've got the lows on, I've got them all the way across the 3 o'clock.
So you're really just using it as a bass boost.
I'm basically, it's a kind of... And then without, it's one of those pedals.
It just lifts it, doesn't it?
It makes everything just a little bit more. Inspiring to play, one would say.
It does.
And then just put the revival drive after the boost, so the boost into that.
Still very delicate sounding, isn't it? Still,
it is very delicate. Like it looks like a cowboy. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
As a rhinestone cowboy.
I get that sort of like somebody who's not a cowboy, but is dressed up like a cowboy. But it's not a.
Let's take the boost off and use it with a fuzz pedal just to see, because that's when I think of modern gold foil players, and I'm thinking of Joey Landreth and
yeah, just all those kind of guys.
They love a bit of fuzz, don't they?
Yeah. So this is just, I've got the Revival Drive Compact just slightly boost.
A
little bit. And then I've got the Argo from Mythos with
Great
the
film.
Fuzz, Argo, yeah, blend all the way up, Fuzz all the way up, boost about, I don't know, 2. Is that 2 that way? 1, 2, yeah. And then roll off the volume a bit. So that kind of, I think that's what they're for, or for really delicate playing. You know, something like, I don't know.
I don't know.
What was that? I don't know.
What was her name? If God
apparently Prince wrote that song, and somebody said
Did
once.
he?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I've not heard that before. What was her name?
Not
Meredith Brooks. No, what was her name?
I can't remember.
Did a different.
I can't remember. But it's you see that just a little bit of hair on it, and then. I really like it. I think it's a great guitar.
Yeah. Who's going to buy one of these then, Pete?
To any
what
collection.
sort of? I mean, it feels to me like you're going to want to enjoy fairly sort of modern feeling Fender necks. You know, satin finish on the back and a not too big, not too small kind of vibe. You're going to enjoy super lightweight guitars because this is, I mean, crazy. This is like I reckon this is less than £6.
It is very, very light.
I reckon this is super light. And you're going to want something,
pearl, right? You have to be into pearl.
Yeah, you got to want something a little bit blingy.
But it's not too much, because I think if this, for instance, had been a gold, do they do gold pearl?
I think they do.
You know, if that would have been too much for me, I think. Yeah. And then you don't really notice the binding when you're holding it straight on. It's only when you get to the side view that actually that binding on the neck is super wide. It's as wide as on the body. It's the same width. This bit.
I really like the fact that they've not made these solid colours. I like the fact you can see the grain of the wood through the colour.
Yeah, it's see-through. Or whatever it's called. Transparent. Just like our relationship in this room. Yeah, no, it's a great guitar. I can see a lot, cool. But I don't know who would buy it, because also it's a poly lacquer on it, so it's not gonna crack, or I think they would look really cool.
It's a looker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it would look, if there was a nitro lacquer, it would look wicked when it get beaten up a bit. You know, do you know what I'm saying? If you
we could do
had
custom
the
shop
nitro,
versions.
We could do custom shop. We ask Ron Thorn to do a couple of master built ones. They'll only be $10,500 or something, I reckon. What do you think?
I don't know, man.
I really like them. I think they're wicked.
I mean, I kind of I think you're sort of. This is for someone that just owns a lot of guitars.
Yeah.
And wants another one, you know, rather than
something
necessarily...
that's not something, because they're limited run, limited edition, so there won't be, you know, thousands of them out there.
No,
so
the whole Parallel Universe thing was they get made, there's 1 month of the year that get made in, and then that's it. So, Yes, jamming out, not jamming out. What
we should jam out. I'm sure people want to hear a little bit jam. By the way, in the beginning there, I had a looper going for the RC10 from Boss, and that I think I stole that that little. There's a little lick that goes, and that was from a Sheryl Crow thing with Gary Clark Jr. And it's like a collab.
That's cool. Yeah. I thought you were going to say like the Meters or something like that.
Yeah, but it is quite Meters. Yeah, it's a cool album.
Show them the case, Pete. We forgot to show you the case.
Oh, the case, yeah.
It is a beautiful kind of pastel
It fits better with your guitar than this one.
Yeah, you'd think they should have done a blue case for that and a green case for this, but it's a green case for all of them.
Yeah.
Is it black and fluffy inside?
It is black and fluffy inside.
Because we noticed that you get a little bit of black fluff.
It's dark like my soul inside there.
Dark like my soul.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's jam out, Lee.
Let's jam out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like these guitars.
Link below.
Like and subscribe if you want more of this tomfoolery.
I don't. We'll keep doing it anyway. Okay. And we'll pop up in your feed. All right, maybe slide into your DMs.